Hello, everybody.
Hi.
My name is Darren.
And I'm Graham.
And I have, but you have not seen the film 13 Hours, The Secret Soldiers of Bengali. Ooh, what a shit title for a film.
Is that the whole name?
Yeah.
Whole title?
13 Hours, The Secret Soldiers of Bengali.
Right.
Tells you all you need to know.
It's 13 hours long.
It felt it. Definitely felt it.
Right.
It is the latest masterpiece from director Michael Bay. And when I say masterpiece, I of course mean piece of shit. So, what do you know about it, other than the fact that the entire plot is in the title?
Nothing.
It's about the secret soldiers of Bengali that are under siege for 13 hours.
I knew Michael Bay had a film out.
Yeah, I know. I didn't realise its title was as bad as that.
No.
Okay, so it's basically about... There's like a secret bit CIA-type base thing in, presumably Bengali, in Badland, which is basically what it is in the film, the place where all bad things happen. And an embassy-type place comes under attack, so they've got these, cracked soldiers that, protect the CIA bit.
Right.
They go and try and protect the other one, and then they have to run back to their CIA place to protect that. Does that make any sense?
Can't they afford more people?
Well, I think they're trying to keep it vaguely secret, so they've just got, 7-foot people with massive machine guns on a building that's got spotlights all around it.
Nice and
trying
secret.
to keep it nice and secret.
Nice and subtle.
Yeah. So
that's Michael Bay, isn't it?
What?
Goes for subtlety and...
I don't think Michael Bay's ever gone for subtlety. That's exactly what Michael Bay isn't. So, it's a true story.
Is it a true story?
Yeah. Happened 2012, I think. So you'd expect somebody with the political nous to be able to navigate their way through the complicated minefield that is our troubles, in the Middle East and whatnot. Someone like Catherine Bigelow, or maybe even Ben Affleck, 'cause he's got a degree in that kind of thing, and he makes films like Argo. No, Michael Bay did it.
Michael Bay.
Man of Transformers. The man behind Transformers.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
So what I will say is that it's not the shit film I've seen this week. In fact, it's probably the best film I've seen this week. But what I also saw was Dirty Grandpa and Ride Along 2.
Oh, Dirty Grandpa.
Fuck off, we'll talk about that in a minute. And actually, as far as Michael Bay films go, it was really good. I'm not saying it was really good.
You just said that?
No, as far as Michael Bay films go, it was really good.
Right.
So if this is the best Michael Bay movie,
sure,
this is the worst of a normal movie.
Yeah.
This is where the Bengali movie was. It wasn't The Rock, but nor was it like Transformers 3. So it was good for Michael Bay.
Yeah.
So I ended up being bizarrely kind of pleasantly surprised by it because it wasn't as shit as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah. If anything exceeds your expectations, that's a good thing. However, if your expectations are rock bottom.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
For a film, bloody awful. For a Michael Bay film, I've seen a lot worse. So for a start, there's no characters in it, obviously. They're all just cardboard cutouts of what you might have remembered. It's basically Modern Warfare, Black Ops type thing. The movie, just one long cutscene of boring.
It's getting close to that though, anyway, isn't it?
Well, Black Ops is, Modern Warfare, yeah. So they're all characters like that where they're always cliche. Well, they are cliches themselves. They all say brother so much. Like every time one of them walks into the room, hello brother, you right, brother, how's it going, brother? Oh, this is my brother, hi brother. It's like, honestly, I was going to twitch, just stop saying brother. I get it, you're all bonding.
Inbred.
Yeah.
Oh.
Or that. I didn't. Well, maybe. And the main guy in it is the guy from The American Office who plays Jim. What's his name?
John Krasinski.
Yeah, him, yeah. I didn't notice this because I've seen him in a few things, not The Office, but he's got a beard in it.
He's got a beard. He's proper buffed out, isn't he?
Oh, that's interesting. I expect for you to hone in on that.
I've seen posts and stuff online saying hey, check out John Krasinski's new look, and he's ripped and stuff.
I was looking at his face, obviously, because it was on the screen that I was watching.
Of course.
He looked a bit like Shia LaBeouf if the ratio was wrong on your TV. So suddenly he was taller and thinner. You think? Yeah. He's got that kind of dopey, what's going on look about him. And I've seen this guy in other films, so I'm not sort of slagging him off. I'm slagging this character that he's playing off and his performance under the direction of Michael Bay.
Sure.
I know he's capable of better, but it wasn't very good in this. But none of them were.
Who else was in it?
The guy, I don't know his name either, that played Gale in Breaking Bad, but from Flight of the Conchords.
Yeah, I don't know.
He was bloody awful.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, I mean, again, it's, you're going to do what's there. The character that he played was so one-dimensional that it was kind of it was more one-dimensional like a shadow or something if a shadow was one-dimensional, we did another dimension to explain what his character was. I don't know what that would be. But he basically played the boss that hates everyone, that doesn't have faith in anyone, so he wants to do it his way. And all the soldiers that he's hired are going no, we need to do this. And he's going, no, I'm the boss. you know,
He
like
doesn't seem like
every
the most domineering person, you know, like.
Well, that's kind of the point as well. He's the cowardly, bureaucrat.
Okay. So he just sits there in a suit, sort of thing, and
yeah, exactly.
okay.
Panicking but telling them to do it his way when his way is wrong.
Sure.
Yeah, and I not to go on about other things, but I watched Ride Along 2, and it was the same deal. You know, the two policemen and the boss that hates them. And then it's like, I realise that's like that in everything. It's like, why do bosses in movies have no faith in anyone they hire?
Yeah.
Or rather, why do we keep doing that? Why do we keep showing that? So it's proper rubbish. It looks like a Justin Bieber music video. You know, like the sort of shininess and not that I'm that much of an expert on just the Bieber music videos. But like the colours is like orange and green and orange and blue. You know, like it just looks rubbish. And actually, I was thinking, okay, so this is my analogy as to why I didn't hate this movie. Or because there were bits where I was kind of thinking, oh, this is fun. But then I realised why.
Yeah.
Because it's essentially war porn. You know, so like there's nothing below the surface at all. There's no brains behind it or anything. No. It's just look at the shiny guns and the big butch men saying brother and over and over again. And it's like porn as an actual porn. Which is fine for what it is, as porn. But it's like putting porn in the cinema as a romantic movie. So I would be watching it going, well, there's stuff here I can enjoy. But, what are you doing? It's the dog.
All right.
Hang on.
Yeah, the stuff you enjoy.
Yeah, so if you were to say, you know, here's the latest Hugh Grant movie, and then just show me a porno, I'd watch it going, well, this is a rubbish romantic movie.
Is Hugh Grant in the porno?
No.
Okay.
But I can, you know, I can't help but enjoy an aspect of the movie because it's appealing to like some sort of primeval sort of cell in your brain. Yeah, you know. So it's like
So it's reduced to one cell.
Yeah. So it's
some people, not in others.
Yeah. So when it's like, you know, people going like with their guns and tooling up and stuff, you kind of go like, oh, this is cool.
It's good fun.
But at the same time, you think, it's just rubbish.
I could walk out at any point.
Yeah.
But I'm not.
Yeah. There are other films that have this and good stuff in as well.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's a bit in it as well. And we shouldn't laugh because it's a true story and people died. But these are characters and not even that really. So when I make fun of this person's death now, no disrespect to the actual guy that died.
Of course.
I'm sure he was much smarter than the person in the film.
We're just talking about the film.
Yeah, there's a bit.
Michael Bay is to blame here.
A main character, which I don't want to spoil anything because there's 6 of them. Because there's one of these.
I'm not going to ever watch.
All of these dies near the end.
Okay.
And because it's like, you know, he's a main character. It's like a heroic moment. So it's like in slow motion with sparks everywhere. Like he's just, you know, won the prom queen award. And like the bombs dropping down like in front of him really slowly. And then it goes and blows up. And as it blows up, a picture of his family like fly out of his hand and just flutters into the air like the fucking feather from Forrest Gump and just flies down. And just like, oh, God, are you kidding me? Did you really just do that? Oh yeah, because it's got like those sentimental moments in as well, you know, like well after all the gung-ho, let's shoot all the mildly tanned people with, different clothes on.
People who look vaguely different.
yeah. It's like, you know, back to the old holding hands and oh brother, you know. Like the bit in Spaced where Mike's been eating paintballs and starts spitting like yellow out and like Tim runs up and he's like, you know, cradling him.
Yeah.
It's like that but minus any irony.
Yeah.
There's a bit where, you know, in Jarhead at the beginning, they watch Apocalypse Now. And in the film and in the book Jarhead, it makes the point that all war movies claim to be anti-war, but they're actually kind of pro-war because they show everything in a heroic way and kind of the poetry of cinema and everything. So in Jarhead, they watch Apocalypse Now, and I presume they were going for a similar thing in this one.
Yeah.
Do you know what they're watching?
Go on.
Tropic Thunder. Yeah, they're watching Tropic Thunder and all quoting it like in Jarhead with Apocalypse Now. And then I was thinking like, I'm pretty sure Tropic Thunder's taking the piss out of Michael Bay's movies, like, you know, the sort of gung-ho war thing.
Yeah.
Then I was thinking, like, he can't be aware of that, because if he was, he'd go one further and have them watching Team America. Yeah. That's basically what this is. It's Team America.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. It was really not good, but it was amusing.
Cringeworthy.
Yeah. So that's Michael Bay's latest movie. It's essentially porn with guns, you know.
It sounds good when you say it like that.
Well, no. I don't mean it to.
Yeah.
You know,
if warning.
Yeah. If we compare it to, Hurt Locker, something like Hurt Locker, you know, or the thing it reminded me, actually, the thing it made me want to watch the most was Assault on Precinct 13, because it's obviously a bunch of people holding off against, in Carpenter's case, you know, shadowy figures in the distance. In this case, shadowy figures because they're the sort of darker colour.
They used to live below the equator.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They're the colour that it's okay for Americans to shoot, apparently. And there's a line in it. I mean, every line everyone says is awful, but there's one that like I really had to think about for a while, Well, because, and again, it's said without any irony. The character says without irony, and the film presents it, as the character says it. Something like, get me some airplanes to fly over to scare the fear of God of America into them.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I was just like, scare the fear of God of America into them?
Yeah.
You mean scare the American God into them? Or scare what? And and like nobody can walk anywhere without a flag waving in the background. An American flag.
I was about to bring that up before. Like, it's just I hate when you see somebody with their hands on their hips or something, and there's an American flag in the background.
Full of that. Yeah, I don't know how they do it.
I really hate that.
Yeah,
I hate any kind of patriotism.
Yeah, I know. Well, they're full of it, aren't they?
Yeah,
apparently Donald Trump likes this movie, which because it shows like it's right wing America and all the rest of it kind of appeals to his racism,
lack of morals,
and I don't like Donald Trump anyway, but to know Donald Trump likes this movie doesn't make me think like, oh, well, that's where he is politically. It just makes me think you've got a shit taste in films. Like, not only are you a massive racist, but you don't know anything because you think this is good. Anyway, so I haven't got anything else to say. So it's not the worst Michael Bay movie I've ever seen.
Even with all of that.
Yeah, because there's bits, where it's like people shooting things. Well, I say things. Yeah. Black people.
Yeah.
I don't enjoy seeing the black people get shot. That's just what they're shooting.
No.
But you can't help but enjoy seeing action scenes.
Yeah. You only say that because nobody else did get shot. No
Literally,
no white person
all of them, only one white person got shot. And in fact, there's one black guy in their team. He got shot as well. So there's 10 characters on the good side. 2 of them got shot. 1 of them was white. 1 of them was black. So Michael Bay couldn't even leave the... Well, maybe based on a true story. Maybe a black guy really did get shot.
Maybe.
If I was in that film, if that film was based on my life, I would sue. Because it made them all look like idiots.
Right.
Yeah.
Brother.
Yeah, I don't say it. Anyway, bye-bye, everyone.
Adios.